Welcome to Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. It is that time again to talk about these Dallas Cowboys. All right. Link is in the description. Let me share this link here. Copy stream link. Here we go. Bada boom, bada bang. And put that in there. I think that's actually the link if you guys want to come in. Let me unpin this one. Unpin. And let me pin this one. Pin. There we go. Oh. That's the YouTube link. Oh my. Yeah, that was shared the stream. I need to add a guest. What's up, everybody? Hey, Craig English made it today. Let me unpin that. I just gonna take you right to the dang channel. I'm horrible at this. Let's see. It's not working. I think you should. I don't know what that means. I got to figure out how to put this in here. Let's see. Add a guest. Copy link. Put that in there. Guys, if you want to join up, it's right there. If we want to, let's do this. We got a lot to talk about. Eastside Herald in here. And there's the monster right there. Let's get Mosh in here. Let's go. What's up, Mike?
Been a while.
Yeah, welcome to Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. You were definitely on the first episode, and then I don't know what happened. Mike Mosh disappeared, but Mike Mosh is back. How you been?
I'm never home on the weekends, man. You know that, or it's after like 2 a.m.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, that's all right. If I can make it to your stream, I'll make it on your stream. If you can make it on mine, it's vice versa. It's all love. Mike, let me ask you this, because I know it's been a while since we talked. What is Jerry Jones all-in comment? Like, what's all in, do you think, when Jerry Jones says we're not, our choices this offseason is not going to be for the future of the Cowboys. We're going to be all in. What does that mean?
To be honest, I haven't looked into too much of the gossip and the BS, but you can't say you're all in when that Patriots coach did not get signed. That would be we're all in.
Bill Belichick, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. So you wanted Bill Belichick here?
Fuck yeah.
Here's my thing, Mike. There's only been two quarterbacks in the National Football League that's won Super Bowls with two teams, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. That's a good class to be in the entire history of the National Football League. But there has been zero coaches to ever win a Super Bowl with a second team. To win a Super Bowl. Andy Reid took the Eagles to a Super Bowl, but Andy Reid won his first Super Bowl with the Chiefs. There's never been a coach to win two Super Bowls with two different teams. And so when I look at that, I wanted Mike McCarthy to build a foundation. And when he built that foundation, like back-to-back, 12-5 seasons, all right, Mike, it's time for you to go. And then you bring a young buck in here, right? Then you bring that young buck in here, and then you have your chances of going to the Super Bowl then. But I can't get jiggy with these coaches that's already won a Super Bowl. To me, they're has-beens. And I'm not going to bet my money on Mike McCarthy winning the Cowboys a Super Bowl. I just can't do it. And so I'm vetoing. Ooh, look at that. Any jersey, any team, any name. Look at that.
Just because it's black, I just wanted people to know no, this ain't Steelers.
Or a throwback Lions jersey. Well, that's where I stand, man. I just don't know if I can get down with the Bill Belichick. I need a fresh coach. Like, I wouldn't mind Dan Quinn being the head coach because he took the Falcons to the Super Bowl, but he lost it. So Dan Quinn still has a good opportunity to win a Super Bowl, right? Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn, all these coaches should have been fired, in my opinion, immediately after that embarrassing worst playoff loss in Cowboy history, Mike. What did you say?
Yeah, don't remind me. Where's the rest of the crew at?
Well, this is Talking Crazy. Anybody's welcome. There's no crew. It's Talking Crazy with Cowboys Corner, and if you get on, you get on. That's just what it is.
Yeah, my girlfriend's going live at the same exact time. I'm like, hey, I'll see. I know because they'll stream for hours and hours. So like, I'll see you later on. I got to hit Cowboys Corner up first.
I do appreciate that. But yeah, there's no crew on Talking Crazy. But because, and this is why I made this, Mike. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Old school. There he is, right there. There's old school right there. There's OG right there.
Yep.
Can you hear us, OG?
Yeah.
There's Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. The link is in the chat, guys. Anybody's welcome to come in. Oh, we got Brando, the best moderator in the game, real quick. We said Cowboys Corner. What is your opinion on Cowboys hired Paul?
You hear me?
Yeah, hold on, OG. I'm reading this comment.
I got it. I'm just making sure audio work. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Yeah. No, I like the coaches move. You know, we got Greg Ellis there as assistant line coach. We got Jeff as the line coach there from the Commanders. And then we got Paul, a longtime Zimmer assistant, to be the ring game coordinator. So right now, Mike Mosh and OG, the Dallas Cowboys and their coaches are putting accountability in place. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are putting great coaches in the great positions with the D-line, stopping the run, right? So, OG, you just came in here. What do you think about the coaching hires?
Unmute.
Yeah, he needs to unmute.
I got you on mute. I'm sorry.
You got you had you on mute.
I'm trying. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got to come back in a second.
All right. Mike Mosh, what do you think about the hires?
When we look at other than that, a lot of people are talking about the Niner guy, but that was a little too late, I think. But
yeah, Steve Wilkes.
When you consider everybody that's out there, we got the best available. And Zimmer, yeah.
Steve Wilkes could still get the opportunity to come in here and be a passing coordinator, like Monroe was saying here. But if you wanted to, you could make Al Harris the passing game coordinator. You can upgrade Al Harris and his command of the football team, right? Steve Wilkes is a good defensive coordinator, just in the talent that he had. With the 49ers, he is the scapegoat over there of why they lost the Super Bowl, yada, 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 yada. But they're playing Pat Mahomes, the Texas boy himself. You put the ball in his hands, that's on you. He's gonna do what he do. And so, and he did. Dallas Cowboy fan 19. There's a link if you want to come in, brother. But no, I think the coaching moves are good. Mike, you want to keep touching on it?
And I know Greg Ellis. I mean, that's one of my guys, and I know Randy Moss, but Greg did. I mean, Greg's got a lot of history with the Dallas Cowboys, and I know he don't have a big list of what he's done after playing as far as coaching. I think he's really going to be him and Zimmer got chemistry. So I really love Mr. Ellis coming in.
Yeah, no, I think nice rock T-shirt, Cowboys Corner. You dang right. I got to wear the heel Hollywood Rock, man. He came in and put a fire promo in last night. But I like the Zimmer move. I do. Big shout out to Brando, the best moderator in the game, even for Mike Mosh. But I think do you really feel like, because we know Zimmer from a long time ago. What was it, 96 to like 2006 or something like that, when he coached for the Dallas Cowboys and he moved up the ranks and whatever. But do you think he's changed with these new soft players coming in that don't like to get yelled at, that have a little diva in them? Like, do you like DeMarcus Lawrence saying they got burnt out? Parsons, only having 2.5 sacks in 7 games. You look at Deron Bland getting burnt later on in the year, and people wonder why he didn't make player of the year for the defense side of the ball, right? Do you really think Zimmer can handle these new personalities of Softus Sherman. Dude, I want to see that first before I'm like, yes, he's going to hold players accountable. He's going to do it because it seems like these new generation of players. I mean, you just look at it: painted fingernails, long hair. That not that in long hair, but like long blonde hair. They use every conditioner and shit. I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence, that type of hair. It's very pretty boy stuff. It ain't really good football stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, do we really believe Zimmer could come in here and lay the smack it down, pun intended, for the Rock on accountability?
Good question. Right? I can't answer it.
You can't answer it. Why not?
We'll wait and see. Huh? Yeah.
What about you, OG? Yeah, they sissified. That's true.
I got you paused.
You got you paused.
Okay, I'll be with you in a minute.
OG having technical difficulties over there. Maybe he's finding his little Sergeant Slaughter hat. But no, guys, link is definitely in the chat. You guys click that link, come in here if you want to talk. But Mike, have you been following the draft or anything?
No, I'm not. I'm just not that person.
Okay. What do you think draft needs are?
It's going to be a linebacker, running back, O-line in no order, whichever. But running back is a running back, linebacker, O-line. Facts.
There was talks about now. Before I say this, I'm against it. I think we got to get younger, stronger, faster there. But there was talks about maybe a reuniting. All right, of Zeke and Pollard. Like, I feel like if you go that route, I really think you're going backwards. You can't keep bringing in has-been players. Yeah, Zeke did good with the Patriots, but they didn't win anything. You know what I'm saying? You have to get better at that position. Now, if you go get a Zeke or you go get a Henry, if you go get a Jacobs, if you go get these guys, right? If you go get these guys, I still need a running back drafted. Period. If you go sign Tyron Smith in free agency, I still need a left tackle drafted.
Right.
If you go get some veteran, Devin White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I still need a linebacker drafted. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna build through the draft, or you're gonna go all in, that's how you do that, Mike. You don't want to just sign these bridge players because we've been doing it since 2011, since Stephen Jones has been signing free agents, and look where it got us. It's got us nowhere. So if you're going to give me this, you got to give me something in the draft to help it. And I wouldn't be opposed because this wide receiver class is so nonchalant. Wouldn't mind drafting a wide receiver with the number one or with the first round draft pick, 24 overall. Seriously, put CeeDee Lamb on the cusp, because he got pushed in the back against that Packers. He didn't do nothing about it. What do you think about all that, Mike?
I mean, in a fantasy world, Zeke at the league minimum, just have a running back that knows what to do at the goal line. That's what he can do right now in his career. That's the only thing he can do right now in his career.
It's his goal line, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. OG, are you ready to talk? You got yourself on mute. You don't have me on mute. You got yourself on mute.
A few more seconds.
What are you doing?
My camera's
jumping down some Arby curly fries or what?
No, my camera.
It's
down.
pitch black.
Huh?
You don't got a camera.
It's
black.
It's not working at the moment, so I got to fix it.
Well, your mic works.
Unplug it, plug it back in, check settings, boom.
I might check that out. Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Technology. Get Bobby Wagner. So Monroe says get Bobby Wagner. But if I get a Bobby Wagner, I still got to go draft me a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? But
there you go.
Look at that. What's up, OG? Now his camera broke again.
I don't want you to see my handsome face just yet. Hold on. I'm trying to fix something. Just go ahead, fellas.
You try to fix a lot of stuff. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's the offseason. Not much to talk about. Well, but, it's talking crazy. It's talking crazy. You could bring up any scenario. You could bring any topic. As long as you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're more than welcome to come in here. If you got questions in the comments, ask away. There's no such thing as a dumb question. We got the best moderators in the game, and Craig English and Brando, these guys. So if you troll, you're going to get timed. But if you got good questions, ask away. Ask away. What helmet you got there, Mike?
These are my throwbacks, like the jerseys, but they never sold this helmet, but I had it custom made to match those other style of throwback jerseys.
Okay. Now, because we're talking crazy here, let's give a scenario where Cowboys are looking to target a move up in the draft. All right. And they're sitting there. Do the Cowboys trade into the top 10? What would be their all-in move? Do the Cowboys trade into 10 to 15? What would their all-in move be? Is Joe Alt out of Notre Dame an all-in move, the left tackle there? Protect your blind side? Is Harrison Jr. a all-in move, the best wide receiver in the draft? Like, after this combine, we're going to be able to see who's moving up in the board, who's doing this, and then we're going to get some free agency. This team's expected to release this player. This player's expected to hit free agency. We're going to be able to get a lot of it here. I think Old School joined twice. Let me remove this one, and let me show this one. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Okay, hide here and show here. You there, OG? What are you doing?
You had the camera working for 5 seconds?
No telling. So Craig English says that
there he is.
That Harrison is that dog. You damn right he's that dog. You damn right he's that dog. And it's unfair. I might have to change the topics here, but of talking draft and stuff. But I want to know what an all-in move looks like for the Dallas Cowboys. If you're going to say this, Jerry, I need you to back this up. And the tones are just different. Because Stephen Jones ain't on the same accord. Jerry Jones is just talking. Mike McCarthy had a different tone about going all in. So I really think, OG, are you ready now, Batman?
But give me 2 more minutes.
Oh my goodness gracious!
2 minutes.
What are you doing?
2 minutes. He's having sex with his girlfriend, right? 2 minutes. He's done.
Man, that's 3 pump chump right there, Mike Myers. Don't give him 2 minutes. That's 2 pump chump right there. Jaja Bing said, "OG out here looking like Humpty Dumpty." Why y'all doing my boy like that? Why you doing my boy like that? But who is this? Oh, Cowboys kid. Oh, this is the Cowboy kid. You doing good? Cowboy kid.
Say hello. Say hello.
Don't be shy. I don't think Cowboys kid ready to talk yet. Nope, he ain't ready. He got stage fright, but that's okay.
Cowboy corner. What about you and somebody like Derrick Henry? Would you want that guy?
I would, but I want Derrick Henry, but I still need me a younger running back because Derrick Henry has. I don't want to put all my chips on the table for a guy like Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry has injury history. He's a little longer in the tooth. You know, he's that running back that in his prime he was the best. You know what I'm saying? But he was one of the best in his prime. But coming in here with Mike McCarthy, leaving the Texans or the Titans, sorry for that matter, for the Titans, and I'm all for Derrick Henry. He lives in Dallas. He's training in Dallas. He's just right there. It'll be very convenient for him to come. But I still want the Cowboys to go draft him a running back. Or if you don't, give me Derrick Henry and give me TP. You know what I'm saying? Give me that lightning and that thunder back. Pro Football Focus, since week 11, has Tony Pollard as the best running back in football. So, if you want to give me a running back combo, if you don't want to go draft.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Cowboys kid, what's up, man? Oh, you're on mute or something. Your mic ain't working.
Yeah, no audio. Camera's good.
Nope. I can read your lips, but I can't. That's why I know you said, "Can you hear me now?" When you've been doing this over 10 years, you kind of get what people are saying. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Can you believe it's been 10 years that I've been doing this? How long have you been doing this, Mike?
07.
Golly. 07? Man.
And, I've mixed up my channels where, I'm doing IRLs of live music, auto racing, and playing poker and guitars. But anyway, it's always about the Cowboys.
It's always the Cowboys. You dang right. Let me ask you this, Mike, because the culture, this is going to get spicy, I think. This is going to get real spicy, all right? The culture with players, we know about it. Burnt out. There's no dogs on the team. Individual success, Pro Bowls, All Pro, no Super Bowl, right? Let me ask you this, Mike. You've seen a lot of fans, whether that's YouTube, whether that's in Florida, whatever. You've seen a lot of fans, right? Do you think that the culture with fans is weak? Do you think the culture with fans right now is weak?
I think there's always been the loyal diehards and then the wishy-washies. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you think but when I say that, it almost seems like, oh my goodness. Gosh darn it, OG, you got too many streams, dude. Hold on. Here we go.
It's like tic-tac-toe.
There we go. No, OG, mute your stuff.
Hello?
What's up, man?
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Let's
Mr.
go.
Echo over there echoing.
Mute YouTube. Get your audio from the link.
No, he has us open like 10 times. Let me kick that one.
Test.
Let me kick that one.
Check.
Gosh darn it, OG. Mute real quick, OG. Are you muted?
Now his mic ain't working?
I don't know. Let me
It's not
see if
Kid.
it's him.
You're saying it's not Kid, it's him?
I'm about to find out right now. Oh, there it goes. It went away. Oh, because Cowboy Kid muted, so it was Cowboy Kid.
Kid has the echo, but he has
You
no
have
mic.
headphones, Kid, with the mic on it? No? Mm. I'm going to let you speak your piece real quick, Cowboys Kid, but I can't have you stay long because it's echoing a lot.
All right.
So, what you got for the show?
I just want to say one thing. Can y'all explain to me what's up with the defensive coordinator? Is he a good fit or not?
Yeah, no, I think he's a good fit. Mike Zimmer's an old school guy, Cowboys kid. He's going to bring accountability. If you go type in YouTube and you type in Mike Zimmer heated moments, you're going to see what type of coach he is. Yeah, Dan Quinn is the, hey, I want to be your friend guy. And Mike Zimmer's the, I'm going to hold you accountable guy. If Cowboy Kid messes up, if Cowboy Kid gets an F on the report card, Mike Zimmer's the type of guy to chew your butt out. You got an F on your report card. If you got an A on your report card, Mike Zimmer's the type of guy that says, you got an A, but I need another A. I need you to keep going. I need you to keep trying. I need you to keep moving. Don't give up. Blood, sweat, and tears. As Cowboy Fan 1980 says, when your lungs are pink and you can't breathe, dig down deeper and keep going. That's the type of coach Mike Zimmer is going to be. What do you think? What do you think about that, Mike Mosh? You think that's the type of guy? Did I describe him right?
Damn right. Well done. Well said.
OG, do you think that's the type of coach that Mike Zimmer is going to be? OG, I know you do. OG, I swear to God.
He's staring at something.
All right, I'm going to do this right there. Bam! All right, what else you got for the show, Cowboy Kid?
Am I still echoing?
Well, it ain't you echoing, it's us echoing. Try to turn the volume down on your phone a little bit, see if that helps.
Hold up. I think I got two screens open.
Oh, maybe that could be it.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's still echo?
Hold on. Yeah, it's still echoing.
All right. I don't know. I'm just going to have to log off.
That's all right, but what else you got, man?
Let's see here. Dak is still allergic to January, so I don't know. Gonna have to give him some medication because it's not working out.
So you got a problem with playoff Dak?
Yeah, I'm just ashamed of that performance. Like, I really thought we were going to the playoffs. If Stephen A. told us we were going to the playoffs, that's how you knew we were going to the playoffs.
And we did go to the playoffs. We just lost.
I mean, to the Super Bowl.
Oh, gotcha. Stephen A. Smith says that to troll.
He is a troll.
He is a troll.
Yes, he is.
But, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on here again.
All right,
Make sure you don't have two screens open. I think you have two screens open.
All right, I'll try again.
Yeah, try again.
All right, I'll see y'all.
All right. Peace. Hey, OG in the background. That ain't gonna. Oh, okay. All OG stuff went away. Okay, cool. Oh man, that's Cowboys kid. He's from the Washington D.C. area. He's happy that the Cowboys and the Commanders, the big brothers, the Cowboys, because he says he gets a lot of flack from his Commander friends and stuff. This is the second time on the show, so I appreciate him coming in here. But I think Mike Zimmer. I think I described Mike Zimmer well. You know what I'm saying? I think when you boil down to it, these Cowboys, they have more problems than just on the defense side of the ball. Like Cowboys kid brought up, Dak Prescott allergic to January, Mike Mosh. And so, like, so I was talking about the culture of the fans. And this is why I brought that up. And then I'm going to touch base with the offense, right? Because we know the defense has problems, but we know the offense has problems as well. But let's talk about the fans, right? I don't care about Pro Bowls. I don't care about all pro awards. I don't care about individual success. Because when it comes to an argument, they always bring up team success, right? That's the first thing they bring up is team success. But at the same time, those same fans that want to bring up team success talk about all Pro Bowls, this stat, that stat. And those are individual successes. When I go to AT&T Stadium, Mike Mosh, and I see 5 banners hanging, they don't say how many Pro Bowls. They don't say how many All-Pros. They say Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm all about the star, I really mean that. Because I think there's more player fans than there is Dallas Cowboy fans. Because if Dak Prescott has a 2-5 playoff record, why do you still want him on this team? Why not upgrade? Why not invest in the position? I get it. It ain't the fans' fault that Jerry Jones don't do this, but you still latch on to a player like that. Morris Claiborne, we traded up to go get him, 6th overall. He didn't pan out. He was hurt. No one said keep him, right? Byron Jones, corner, safety, back to corner. He had his first interception in 2016. No one said we need to keep Byron Jones. You know why? Because he didn't play well. These fans got to know that players come and go. Mike, I mean, do you agree or disagree?
You made some interesting points, and I was gonna actually talk about the Super Bowl. If you're gonna talk about who's got all the Niners with McCaffrey got that All-Star. The Niners with Warner got that All-Star. The Niners with Bosa have got those All-Stars. The Niners with those 2 wide receivers got the All-Stars. KC don't. We know about Mahomes and Kelsey, but my point is the Niners had that boom, 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 but who won?
Right. Niners invested a lot on that team. Niners invested a lot just for Mahomes to go down and prove them wrong. But see, here's the point. Here, when other, like, Cowboys Cole's a great guy. You guys subscribe to him if you haven't already. But it's just regular. I don't care about other quarterbacks. I'm about the star. And here he is right here. He just joined up.
I gotta stop your madness, Mike.
Stop it then. Let me hear it.
Dude.
Just subscribe.
Dude. No, me and Mike, we good. We friends, man. We good friends. We have our friendly banters about this. And you still haven't answered my question. Okay, I get you on an upgrade, but who is the upgrade? Who is the upgrade? Who can we bring in right now to do better than what we have? That will take us to the promised land in the next year. I'm not attached to the player. I'm just saying, who else is there? And you want to upgrade. So the upgrade, if you want to upgrade to maybe Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, those types. Those guys haven't won a Super Bowl, and they've been around good teams, and they haven't succeeded no more than Dak has.
Okay.
So my question is, those guys aren't available, and it's impossible for us to get them. So who that is available that will take us to the next, to the next level? Then if that can't do it, who else can? Because we don't know nothing about no Trey Lance, and I guarantee you. Let me tell you something. If it came to a point, and I'm not wishing no type of injury, the only way we'll ever see Trey Lance is if Dak was to get hurt, just like Tony Romo got hurt and Dak stepped in, and we was able to see see how he was. That's the only way we'll really get to see who else is available. That's why I'm like, I mean, hey, I get it. Dak in the playoffs, in the divisional round, he hasn't been doing it. He hasn't, I can really pivot more when we had the opportunity to advance against San Francisco. The defense did their job. We just fell short on the offensive side of the ball. But in the last game, you really can't blame too much on that because the defense shit the bed.
I agree with that.
Shit the bed. Because just hear me out. We had these holes the whole season with the defense. We never been a team that if we drop 21 points, like we behind 21 points, we never been that type of team to climb back up. We never been that type because the defense couldn't make those stops whenever, we a front running team. So the defense never really showed up. They couldn't stop the run. and they run the type of team that can hold back. I seen these hoes when we played against Seattle. The defense was a no-show. It took Dak Prescott to keep us in that game. So you see what I'm saying?
No, I see.
We can't pick and choose, situations. Like we knew that the defense was a problem. Like we could not stop Seattle's offense that Thursday night game. It took if Dak Prescott didn't have a good game, we would have lost. So it's situations, and I get the playoffs and stuff, but the defense didn't do their job either. If the defense probably would have did their job, we probably would have won that game.
Okay. Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go, man.
You sure?
Yeah, I just want to know who would you think in your mind of us upgrading to? That's all I want to know.
To me, it's not about upgrading. Okay. And let me elaborate on that. To me, it's about investing in the position. And I've said that on Twitter many times. I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to extend Dak Prescott. But at the same time, I want them to invest in that position. I want them to go draft a quarterback in the first round and see what happens. I want them to go draft a quarterback in the first, second round, right? I want them to go invest in a guy like Trey Lance where you give up a fourth round pick, right? I want them to go do that. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't sit here and tell you who, because no one knows. No one knew who was going to be the future after Tony Romo. Why? Because they never drafted there. The Packers knew who was going to be after Brett Favre because they drafted Aaron Rodgers. They knew who was going to be after Aaron Rodgers when they traded him because they drafted Love. So when the Cowboys haven't spent a first-round pick on a quarterback since 1989. And Troy Aikman.
They traded for a first rounder.
They sure did. They gave him, but they invested. But here we can laugh at it all we want. But here, I don't know what that was. RTD2 in here. But here it is. Here it is. I don't know because the Dallas Cowboys haven't invested in that. All I know is they sent a fourth round pick for Trey Lance. And here's what I'm thinking. And the reason why I don't care about regular season stats. I don't care about other players on other teams. What I care, and I'm going to be honest with you. I did this with Tony Romo. I rode the coattails till he broke his back in Seattle. And it left me with a 2-4 playoff record.
Yeah. And
I tried to ride with Dak.
I was the same way with Tony Romo that you are with Dak.
Hold on.
Off team, man.
I did that with Romo. I learned my lesson. When I look at Dak's playoff record and it's 2-5, I can't keep continuing to put my chips on the table for a regular season stat pat quarterback that chokes in the playoff. I just can't do that. When do we come to the point where we're like, okay, we know this guy can't win playoff games? When do we come to the point where it's time to move on, Coles? Like, if you extend Dak Prescott for 4 more years, you're not gonna win anything in those 4 years because the history tells you that. If you look at the divisional round after Dak Prescott left, everybody was under 28. When do we get younger at that position? And when you get younger at that position, that helps your cap space. And look what the 49ers did. Yeah, it didn't work for them, but they got to an NFC championship game 2 years in a row.
But
they probably would have got to a Super Bowl 2 years in a row if Brock Purdy didn't hurt his shoulder. So it's like, where do you turn the leaf? And why do you keep betting on a quarterback that keeps proving you wrong?
My thing is, in situations like this, I don't believe the smart move is to force it. I think it's best that you just let things happen, and whatever happens, happens. We're in a situation because if we force, it's hard to find a quarterback, man. You can't bank on just getting a first round pick quarterback and thinking that your problem's gonna go away. We've seen first round quarterbacks that these teams out here go and get, and they end up being horrible. Look at the Jets. They thought they had another Patrick Mahomes guy. He's terrible. Who else? That was a first round pick. Sam Darnold.
You can go down the
Sam
list.
Darnold. I could go down the whole list.
Yeah, we can.
It's very, very, very. Like, it's a big gamble. You got a quarterback that you can win with. You really do. Whether you
Regular
like it or
season
not,
games,
dude. We can. And I know you already said you don't care about other teams, but I mean, I gotta bring it up. What other quarterback out there besides Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl? What other quarterback out there besides Patrick Mahomes goes is succeeding in the playoffs? We sat here and looked at Lamar
Purdy.
Jackson. Who?
Brock Purdy succeeded in the playoffs.
Now we all know, dude. If you put any other quarterback with the 49ers, they're gonna succeed. We see they did it with Jimmy Garoppolo.
But he gets
they did it with Jimmy
the credit for it because he's the quarterback.
Exactly, but he also got like 10 all-stars on that team. A front office that actually wants to win.
Dak Prescott don't got 10 all-stars?
Dude, what did we come to the playoffs without? Because you're focused on just one player. What was our biggest problem coming into the season that we never addressed? We never addressed linebackers, and we never addressed the rail running back. We never had a running game the whole season.
Then why did we go 12-5?
Are we referring to this year?
Yeah, this season we did not have a running game, and we did not have linebackers.
Did we go 12-5?
Defensive back. We had defensive back. I'll keep it a buck. It's the off season. We played trash teams. We got by when we ran into those real teams like a Miami, like a Buffalo.
Like we played good against Miami. I thought Dak played okay against Miami.
Dak did play good against Miami. It was just so many crazy mistakes that came back in the defense. The defense again didn't make the stop when we needed to stop. But the Buffalo Bills, you can't blame that game on Dak. They ran through our throat. We didn't have no linebackers. It's just you got to look into stuff like that. And I get it, be frustrated and we want to move on. We want to see something different. I know how it is, Mike. But
I think, hold on. I think people, and I'm glad we're talking because Twitter, you can't get a lot of stuff off Twitter.
Right.
Because dialogue's important. Here's what I'm trying to say, though. I get it. And the defense couldn't stop anything, right? I know we didn't have a running game, but Dak still had the number one offense even without a running game, right?
Dak was cooking without a running game.
Right. So
we
played, but it's how we exit, right? When I need Dak to do a shootout game, Dak can't deliver me a shootout game. When I need Dak to make the necessary adjustments and not force footballs to football players, that's why he had 2 picks, because he forced footballs to football players, right? Can we agree on that?
He did force us to see.
This is the third year in a row in the playoffs. He done that already.
Right. But see, I need Dak to shine when it's time to shine. And you look at the 4 drives targeting CeeDee Lamb 2 times. Like Dak, you have control. You've called the plays in the last preseason game, so I know you know this offense. I know you know how to adjust audibles, and you only target CeeDee Lamb 2 times, and he's leading. He's second in receiving, and you only target him 2 times in the first half.
CD was off in that game too. You were dropping passes.
Brandon Cooks, you can't get Brandon Cooks here. Say, I need your veteran presence. I need you to step up, Brandon Cooks. All right.
The one
stepped up. Yeah. Why? That was the only guy. I need Dak to shine when I need him to shine.
Let's talk about Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his only one trick that he had was end zone curls. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was shining so much.
But why can't Dak call the audibles though?
I wish that you know what, and he could do that. They come into the audibles with 3-4 plays that they can switch over to, but those plays can come out of McCarthy as well. What the hell McCarthy was doing? His play calling was kind of off too. I'm putting blame on everybody. See, I'm dissecting everything that went in that game,
and you have to. And I'm with you. I'm with you. That's why I wanted Dan Quinn gone. That's why I need a
Get the
running
fuck
back.
out of here, man.
You see what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, Coles, back-to-back 12-5 seasons.
Yeah.
And your quarterback scores for the Packers first before he even scores for the Cowboys. When you look at it, the first 4 drives, time of possession was so flip-flop. What do you want the defense to do?
But the Packers came into the game already with a game plan with the weakness that our defense had, and they was like, we got to get the ball first. We need to smack them in the mouth because they from front running teams. We don't want their offense to go out there, get into rhythm, and then we have to go out there and try to make they wanted the ball first, and they made sure they got the ball first, and they ran through our throats, man. We couldn't stop them. Now, I'm not saying that the offense and the quarterback should not be in fault, but I am saying that the defense didn't show up too.
No, and you're absolutely right. But you're absolutely right.
We couldn't stop the run. They knew exactly what to do, and of course, me and you agree about the Dan Quinn having playing such soft zone,
right?
That Jordan Love basically
all year. He played man all year, and he wants to play soft ass zone.
Right. Jordan Love had time to go out and get a cowboy reader, and then come back on the field and score a touchdown on us. That's how much time he had in the pocket, man. It's just it was sickening. But I get what you mean about the turnovers and forcing the ball. That's something that Dak. I don't know what the fuck he was doing on there. I just wish in situations like that, they should have tried to establish a running game, at least try to run or set off some dump offs to Jake first. They started doing that whenever it was already out of reach. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think CeeDee Lamb was in his own head, or do you think Dak? Because Dak only targeted him two times, and he dropped one of them, right?
Yeah, CeeDee had the drops, man.
And that
Dak
first
was trying to force it to him.
Do you think CeeDee Lamb? I wish I could just get CeeDee Lamb in a private room and Dak Prescott and say, what the hell really happened? Were you missing a read, Dak? Were you not seeing it right? Did you miss him? Were you not looking that direction? Because there's been plenty of time.
All 22, and I did see that CeeDee Lamb was off his routes too. CeeDee Lamb was off his routes. He was running. They weren't on the same page. Neither one of them was on the same page that whole game.
You can't blame that on CD because
it's been some that you have to because he hasn't been running. He was off his routes.
I went over that film 100 times, and the way he ran that route, Dak Prescott throws that ball over the top to CeeDee Lamb, and that's a touchdown or to get down to the middle of the field. That's how that goes. The only problem with Dak Prescott, I keep trying to tell everybody, he's not a passing quarterback. They're trying to make Dak a passing quarterback.
How he not a passing quarterback?
His accuracy of hitting in the bread basket was not there, and hardly will ever be there. He's
but
good
against money the whole season.
He's good against the Giants, the Eagles, and those guys are on the 500. But according to stellar cornerbacks and stellar competition, that's his problem. His mobility of not setting his feet and move and then run and then bounce when the pocket is breaking down is his problem. And he's forcing inerrant throws. We have been seeing this for 8-9 years. This has to stop. That's why you have to give Trey Lance a chance to get in there, set his feet, and show what he can do on the run. The problem with Dak Prescott is he can't move his feet to run a play action, and if the pocket breaks down, he needs to break out of that pocket and go. He doesn't have the mobility with his hips.
We literally see him do this against the Lions.
No, that
he
game
did exactly what you said he didn't do against the Lions.
Now, okay, they're gonna fix. I keep telling everybody they're gonna fix the defense. They're gonna fix it this year. Zimmer can come in and fix it. Will it come down to Dak Prescott making the plays with his feet? As you saw in the Green Bay game, and the San Francisco game after that, and the San Francisco game after that, Dak Prescott throwing off his back feet to guys in the corner on the left-hand side, interception, and he's underthrowing. That needs to cut out. All of
Dak
that.
Prescott interceptions was very, very low this year. He was like second with second.
You know what? I agree with you, but no more excuses. No more excuse for Dak Prescott. No more excuses.
I ain't making excuses. I'm
We
just
need to
saying
learn how
that
to
it
say, hey,
wasn't
man,
really
look,
all on him.
you're not
He had a
getting
great
the-
season.
No, you're not getting the job done. It's time for us to move on. Kansas City moved on from the guys that they had. Green Bay moved on the quarterback from they had. San Francisco moved on from the quarterback that these guys are moving on, and we still stuck. The problem with
It's teams out there still looking for a quarterback.
No. The problem is our fan base is still stuck in the past, and we're so scared of moving on. Our team is set. We're a quarterback.
Do you know how long the Broncos been looking for a quarterback?
No, let me ask you this.
Quarterbacks don't grow on trees,
when
man.
we had Zeke, okay, that's gonna prove it out. They're gonna shut everything up. When we had Zeke for 7 years, he ran and he ran and he ran.
They ran him to the
ground.
ground.
Did not do anything with Dak Prescott.
Who was our offensive coordinator?
It doesn't
We've
matter.
been having Jason Garrett problems, Kellen Moore problems all that time.
Do you not understand about Dak Prescott throwing the football?
Let me ask you something, OJ. Let me ask you one question. Did you like the play calling that Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett and them did?
Yes.
Did you love their play calling?
It was balanced. Yes.
You think so?
Yes. It was a lot of Zeke. It was a lot of Zeke, and it was a lot of Pollard. But when it was time to deliver,
we wasn't using Pollard. We wasn't using Pollard with Jason Garrett.
You asked about Garrett and Kellen, so I think he's talking about the Garrett and Kellen offense, not the Mike McCarthy offense.
Okay, before Garrett left, around before they put Kellen in charge, right?
Yeah, in 2019.
Okay. Now they ran the hell out of Zeke. Zeke got 2,000
they ran him to the
yards,
ground.
1,500, and they got. There was many years under Dak Prescott. What I'm keep trying to tell y'all is when Dak Prescott drops back, him dropping back like this, his footwork of trying to deliver that ball, it's not going to work. They trying that with this year, and last year, it did not work because
hold on, OG.
He was an MVP.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you an example.
I don't care about the MVP crap.
I'm gonna say it ain't easy to do.
MVP, all of that don't matter.
It ain't easy to do.
The MVP and all that don't matter. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
When Dak Prescott in that playoff game, he said 1, 2, 3, 4, and he dropped back right under center, and he tried to hit the play over Cooks. He did not hit that throw. He was 5 yards off. That right there shows me right there. Look, Dak, you can't hit the target, and that's what everybody needs to see. When those plays, when you only are certain. See, the problem is we're only certain under certain schemes, and that we only certain under certain passing formations with him. The bootleg run to drop back like that, and then they finally say, "Hey, man, look, we're gonna put you as shotgun at all times." 85% of hit snaps were a shotgun every playoff game. We didn't have a running back. Okay, fine. They could have found some kind of running game going on with Pollard and their boy, but they finally said, "Okay, look, man, what formation do you want to run, bro? Because you delivering. I mean, what you gonna do?" That's all I'm saying. So we can't wait no more.
So we need to go. So we need to go bench Dak or cut Dak, and then let Trey Lance be the future, and hope on a miracle that he be good.
We can't wait no more. You know what? I would rather go 10. I would rather go 10-7 with Trey Lance with our defense, 10-7, and let him make his mistakes during the regular season.
Then when we go to the playoffs, y'all gonna be ready for him to go out if he don't win the playoffs.
The reason I say that because let him get his eyes and his oohs and his interceptions out of the way. When it comes to the playoffs, then we have a shot. Because guess what? We have a running quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. We have a toss to the side quarterback that can get the ball in there. And if you need to go back and look, you got to let him develop in this offense and let him throw the long ball. We hit the only long ball we seen this year was CeeDee Lamb, 98-yard pass coming from CeeDee Lamb when Dak Prescott broke up out the pocket in the game against Detroit. I think that was Detroit. Threw that long pass CeeDee Lamb. We can't throw the ball downfield. Point blank. We can't throw the ball down.
We got
a few
right now.
We got a few of them.
Hold on. Mike Myers, you got anything to add? Because I think I'm about to cook. I don't know yet.
Oh, it's interesting. Y'all got this. Go ahead. I'm just sitting back enjoying.
So this is why I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to extend Dak Prescott. Okay, and Colts, here you go. This is why the Cowboys are set up perfect to bring in to basically rebuild, right? Mike McCarthy on a last year. Dak Prescott technically on a last year. He has 2 voided years. You can restructure that, push that dead money down the line, and then you can start investing in younger guys where that quarterback cap hit ain't 60 million, ain't 50 million. Hell, it won't even be $45 million a year. It'll be somewhere along the lines of $30 million with Prescott dead money with a rookie quarterback money, right? So you bring in a new head coach. You start over at quarterback. They're both on a prove-it year. If Dak gets us to an NFC championship game, and I've said this 100 times, if Dak can get an NFC championship game, I will buy his jersey. I almost thought about buying it when I was at the Lions game because they were on the field replica jerseys on sale at Dick's Sporting Goods at the mall in Arlington. $250 jersey on sale for $100, but I couldn't do it because it said Prescott on the back of it.
Hey, get your jersey from Moshman, man. Hit me up.
This was a nice jersey, but it had Prescott on the back of it. But if Prescott can get me to an NFC championship game this year, extend him. Do something with Mike McCarthy, whether you want to keep him or bring in another head coach. But I've said that 100 times. I stuck up for Dak Prescott more times this year than ever, but I said, hey, I like Dak Prescott from an arm's length because I still don't trust playoff Dak. I said that on Freaky Friday. I said that on Frisco Report. I said that on Cowboys Corner. I probably said that on Twitter. At the end of the day, Cowboys are in a perfect position to start over at head coach and quarterback. And I'm okay with doing
better
that.
Situation if you do extend them, you open up more cap space and you can be able to buy into the free agency, man. And pay Lamb and pay Parsons. We do still need to pay those guys.
You can't pay all three. I don't care what salary cap you want.
You can if you extend gap. If you extend Dak, you can. And who says that they're trying to get $60 million?
Greedy Dak.
Who says that trying to break
that? His agent ain't gonna let him get top dollar? Do you not know his agent?
Let me ask you something. We could have had Dak around $30 million. The Joneses wanted to play their games
because they don't believe in quarterback.
They play their games to the point where we had to franchise tag him twice, and then we couldn't franchise tag him anymore. He like, shoot, these people playing games. You know what? He switched agents and was like, okay, I got something for him, and broke them. He has all the leverage in the world. All the leverage. The Joneses are done. They can't do nothing. They gotta pay him.
No. He don't have no leverage.
He
got 2 voidable years. They can restructure that contract to be done with Dak. They have the same amount of leverage, bro. I promise you, they
have space, man. They're not gonna do that, man. I know you've been on your soapbox, man, but they're not gonna. Go
over to cap.com, dude. Restructure Dak Prescott's quarterback. Restructure Trayvon Diggs. Restructure these guys. You get money. You can get
that they are going to extend them, man.
They're not going to extend Dak Prescott, dude. I'm telling you, there's no way they can.
Well, they are. They're going to.
How do you know that?
Because that's the best route.
No,
they can't cut them. They can't trade them. They can't tag them.
You know what they're gonna do? Space. They're gonna extend him, and then they're gonna say Trey Lance, y'all gonna battle for the spot.
You can't extend Dak and then have them battle. You can't. No,
they're gonna force Dak to be traded up out of here.
I believe they're gonna put him on trade. They're gonna trade
guys. Get back up. If they extend Dak Prescott, we're gonna continue to suck in the playoffs because that's what Dak Prescott has done. Like that's why I don't see how fans. And I'm not talking about Coles here. I'm just talking. Okay. I don't see how fans cannot see that.
Okay.
Dak Prescott is not going to take anywhere but to the couch.
It's hard to find a quarterback, man. And let me.
And we don't have one. That's how hard it is.
We do have a quarterback. We
have a game manager.
But let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. Do you really trust Jerry and Stephen Jones drafting a quarterback?
I trust the head coach to go in there and draft one. The new head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Dude, who's going to be the new head coach?
Shoot,
for the Cowboys.
give me a young college guy. Give me a hoorah type of guy.
The Joneses ain't gonna do that. They're gonna get an
But
old
we
head.
don't.
They probably gonna get Bill Belichick.
What?
So let me ask you. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
His Cowboys Coles. Subscribe to him. Cowboys Coles. Subscribe to him.
Hey, Mr. Cole. So let me ask you this: why you like Dak Prescott?
I just believe he's a good player. I understand people are frustrated because of the playoffs, but there's a lot of other quarterbacks out there that y'all love that be
Wait, I don't love any other quarterback. First of all,
let me ask you another question.
Y'all acting like he the only quarterback that choking the playoffs. Let me ask you
another question.
He's the only quarterback that plays for my team.
was Jimmy Garoppolo good? Pretty good.
No.
For the 49ers. For the 49ers.
He was good in the system. And we see the system being still being
he was good in the system. Did it go to Super Bowl with him?
Yeah, and they lost because of him.
Okay, they went to Super Bowl. They had a good defense in the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, did the 49ers get rid of Garoppolo?
They did, and they put in another quarterback in that system.
Did you want to know why they got rid of him?
They got rid of him because he wasn't good because he always was hurt.
No, because they was not scared.
They
were not scared to move on. We as fans, we as organizations.
Where has that gotten them besides losing?
No, we're scared. We're scared to move on. You know why? Because we're scared of failure. We're scared of the unknown. Until y'all wake up and realize it, if we lose with a guy that's less talented than Dak Prescott, that's more mobile, with mobility and better accuracy, we will be stuck still in the 2016 or way back in the past. We're scared. I'm not scared to move on. I'm ready to move on, and everybody else is ready to move on.
You want to know what I'm afraid of?
I want the unknown.
I'm more afraid of the front office, man.
Okay.
Than I am. I don't trust them. We lucked up by even getting Dak.
Remember, are you scared of change?
Remember, we lucked up on getting that. Remember that. We lucked up. They did. Yeah, I don't trust this front office.
I think we got. I can't say that we got fortunate. I don't want to say the word like we got fortunate because
we were staring.
I wouldn't say we got lucky because we haven't won anything.
But I'm just saying we were staring. What's the dude name that they wanted? Connor Cook or Paxton Lynch? We were staring those guys in the eye because that's what Jerry wanted to draft.
Yeah, but they didn't draft him though.
But they tried to. Other teams got him before we did.
Well, they had him, but see, we wouldn't have known about Dak Prescott if Tony Romo never got hurt,
right?
Because Dak Prescott was first string quarterback.
I knew the moment we drafted Dak. I knew the moment. And excuse me, I have to say this. I like that. I was already a fan of that because he.
Oh yeah, you're a Mississippi State guy.
Okay,
so I already knew his talent.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm like,
his footwork was horrible at Mississippi State. First of all,
so you like that?
Dak Prescott's footwork was horrible at Mississippi State.
Let me tell you something, man. Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott brought Mississippi State to number one.
I don't care what he did. I'm talking about his mechanics.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm talking about his mechanics.
He had good potential. He has good potential. I guarantee.
He's 8 years. When the potential gonna come to light?
Why are we putting timeline 8 years? Like we seen quarterbacks take a long time.
I'm not winning nothing.
We seen quarterbacks take a while and win. We seen Matthew Stafford struggle with the Lions and went to the Rams and won it. So
that's a system. That's a system thing. McVay's a good coach.
Maybe Dak not good in the system here. Who knows? We don't know. He's dealing with all these clowns in the front office.
In a system for Dak Prescott to succeed, everything has to go right. I really don't think Dak elevates anybody. I think that was CD because Mike McCarthy called the plays this year. Mike McCarthy has a history of good quarterback play and good wide receivers. So when Mike McCarthy calling the plays, you kind of expect, if you look at trends, you kind of expect the Dak and CeeDee Lamb to be on that accord because that's the history of Mike McCarthy's play calling. And so,
and then Dak succeeded in that in year one.
I wouldn't say if Dak had a running game and he had CeeDee Lamb do what he does, I think we would have went further. I do. I think the running game really hurt us. But Pro Football Focus has Tony Pollard since week 11, the best running back in football.
Man, Pro Football Focus don't know nothing.
Hey, you guys use Pro Football Focus all the time.
So let me ask you this.
Same guys that publish the same guys
that tried to flip on Trayvon Diggs.
The same guys that publish Pro Football Focus stuff are the same guys that voted Dak Prescott second team All-Pro. And everybody hangs their hat on second team All-Pro.
Nah, they didn't have him on the All-Pro list.
They had him on the because they Pro Football Focus does Stat Gen too, don't they?
They didn't put Dak as the All-Pro on their list. They didn't have.
They're a smart company.
So let me ask you this: Do you trust Dak Prescott going into the 2025 playoffs again?
Who you talking to?
You said do you think we'll go to the playoffs? Yeah.
Yeah, you trust him again.
Of course we're gonna go to the playoffs. We're gonna be good enough to go to the playoffs.
You think his defense is gonna trust him again?
You said, do you think what?
His defense.
We need to make sure they're gonna be good.
Oh, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. My thing is good. When you have a quarterback throwing an interception on the 10-yard line, everybody said it was PI. No, you go to your number one option and you go to CeeDee Lamb on the outside when he runs his slant. And then when you try to force the ball to CeeDee Lamb in the middle of the field when other people are open, you're playing games again. So when you're throwing the ball down there on the 10-yard line, like you did in San Francisco, the defense gave up 7. They got to get back out there again. They gave up 14. You got to play catch up at that time. And then you're still playing catch up when your defense is suspect. They don't trust him. The organization don't trust him when it's time to play. They don't trust him. All those 500, those 500 games that we've seen him play this year against good defenses, they don't trust him because he's not turning his head. His footwork is not good, and he's taking us for granted. And he doesn't care about the Cowboy fan base, and he doesn't care if he wins or loses. He want to get up there on the panel and say the same thing. I like Dak, but Dak is not for the Cowboys. I keep trying to tell him, but he's not for the Cowboys. Until we wake up and realize this has been going on for 8 years. Okay, we got all these problems. Can you fix it with him? No, I don't know if we can fix it with him because we're in the unknown with Dak Prescott. We're in the I don't know what's happening, man. With you, it's been going on for a while. So how do we stop a nosebleed when you're getting gushed and beat down? And it's like, okay, where you stand with us? Are you here to get paid? Or are you just want to? Are you here to win championships? And it seemed like to me, he come up with the contract and he says, "I want a no-trade clause." Okay, that right there, that killed us because I thought that was being very selfish of him and his agent for doing no-trade clause because you are telling the
Jones
team,
family been fucking him around.
They've been fucking him around. True that. But when you do that,
when somebody let's just put it, if somebody's coming at you at your job playing with your money, they owe you money. You do a raise, and they over like, man, we'll give you like 10 cents. We'll give you a 10-cent raise. You go back and read
that. Didn't deserve anything though, because if it wasn't for Amari Cooper, Dak wouldn't have got paid.
Dude, we can make that argument if it wasn't for okay. So do you believe Brock Purdy need to get a big contract?
I don't care about that franchise. I don't care about that quarterback. I don't keep up with them enough to know
because Brock Purdy need all those pieces around him to be good. If he didn't have all those pieces around him, he wouldn't even be in a Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So let's not do that, man. He deserved it. He deserved his money.
Players.
It was a backup tight end making more money than Dak Prescott.
I'm talking as a fan.
Okay.
If I get a raise, it's because I did a good job.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Dak Prescott in his rookie year was just a game manager. He toted the rock to Ezekiel Elliott. Mm-hmm. They try to trust Dak and go wide receiver by committee with Allen Hurns and these guys, but Dak didn't elevate anybody. I can name 10 players. Probably not 10. Hell, I might if I try hard enough. I can name 5 players.
Jason Garrett.
I can name 5 players that you probably forgotten that Tony Romo elevated.
Because Mario
What they
Cooper
do?
said he couldn't throw, so they got rid of him. That's why. That's what
I can name 5 players off the top of my head that Tony Romo elevated, but they
I think
tried to
CD
do
Lamb,
that
CD Lamb elevated
with
over Dak. Jake
with
Ferguson
no
elevated.
CeeDee Lamb and Dak didn't have a good connection, Coles. You know that.
You talking about throughout the season?
CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott didn't have a good connection until
They
half of the
connected
year
pretty
last
well
year.
for them to be the best
Last year,
quarterback
half of
receiver duo in the
2022.
league.
Say that again.
I said they connected pretty well with them being the best quarterback receiver duo in the league. They
This
just had a
year,
bag and they chose the wrong time to have a bad game.
no. CD and Dak didn't get that connection until half of the year in
Because they
2022.
were still learning the system under Mike McCarthy.
God, no, 2022 they had Kellen Moore, dog.
You see what that happened. We were barely even really giving the ball to
But
CD
it
like
took
that.
Dak Prescott that long to get in
Then you got to
repetition
think Dak
and
Prescott
in
was out
rhythm with CD Lamb
in
after they got rid
2022.
of Amari Cooper.
In 2022, Dak missed 5 games.
It doesn't
They
matter.
had to regain their chemistry.
But he got drafted in 2020. He got hurt in 2020. They didn't have good chemistry in 2021.
They didn't.
They
In
didn't have good
2021, yeah, they didn't have it because
chemistry
they
the
had
first.
Amari Cooper there.
So I don't know about that part, but I'm telling you right now, I haven't seen Dak Prescott elevate anybody. And so they tried to do that.
So they
So
didn't
when you
elevate.
boil
So
that
Jake
down,
Ferguson wasn't elevated by Dak.
Jake Ferguson is pure talent, dog.
But I mean, it took a good quarterback to get him up there.
Where's Schoonmaker at? How come Schoonmaker ain't getting elevated?
Dak Prescott brought up Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz was just a guy.
Dalton Schultz.
He's okay now. I'm not
He's
saying
doing
that
fine over there with CJ now.
First of all, Dalton Schultz sat behind the bench and got screwed over by Jason Witten when he was drafting from Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's true. But at the same time,
and Dalton Schultz couldn't block. Dalton Schultz couldn't block a fly from landing on his food. He had to learn that on his own.
That's true.
So Dalton Schultz, I think, elevated his game up because
Jason Witten player hating. Jason Witten been player hating for many years.
Right, that's true. But what I'm saying here is Ferguson, even in his first year, you had Travis Kelce talking about if this guy can come along. Everybody knew what Ferguson was, but Will McClay screwed this crap up too. Speaking of that, because we needed our first round picks, our draft, not first round pick, our draft picks to step up. Mozzie Smith didn't stop Aaron Jones. Schoonmaker didn't help out in the receiving. You look at Austin Richards was on the bench all year, overshown ACL. Like you look at all this, and it's like, damn, they really screwed this whole draft up. Deuce Vaughn just needs to get cut today. If Deuce Vaughn got cut today, no one would shed a tear.
Yeah, I ain't. I'm not on the.
I wish he was 5'6". I was 5'8". 5'6".
I just don't. When do you say, okay, that can't win nothing? Because Coles, you got mad when we lost. You said I hate Dak, and then you calmed down, and then you hop back on the Dak train. So what happened with that? Were you seeing what we were seeing, and then you said, "Oh no"?
When you look at the game in real time, of course you're gonna get pissed off I was pissed at the whole team.
But you were calling Dak out single-handedly.
Well, I wasn't on the train saying we need to get rid of Dak. I was pissed off at the performance. And I didn't understand what the hell was going on. I was mad at Dak. I was mad at CD. I turned the game off. I ain't really see the whole damn game. But
I can't do that.
It was an ugly nightmare.
I was
ugly nightmare.
Man. I turned that game off and I watched something else. But I went on ahead and I was like, let me go ahead and just look at the film. And of course, I mean, you don't need to look at the film when you see 45 points. Giving up, the defense really made me more sicker than the offense did.
True.
I'm sorry, I'm a defensive guy.
True.
And when you see if you looking at a tight end, most of these young guys, and they wide open, and we haven't seen our defense play like that the whole season. It pissed me off because I'm like, okay, we can't rely on the offense right now. At least we can rely on something from the defense, and they couldn't do it, and that's what pissed me off, man. I was more upset at the defense than I was with the offense. I didn't like the performance.
Offense, though?
And that's what I want to. That's what I want to touch on right now.
Mike, hold on, Mike. You got something to say, Mike? He hasn't said nothing yet.
Yeah, man. Shit, you talking about 8 years? Fuck no, this goes back to 92, 93, 95. You guys get it? Is it Jerry and Steven? It's like, and man, all the Dak hate, man. Your defense allows 48 fucking points. Your defense allows 48 points. Worse. I mean, there's more fingers to be touched than this Dak.
Yeah.
I believe Dan Quinn sabotaged the team. I believe he was ready to. I believe he was ready to get that head coaching job and just said, "Fuck it," I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so what you saying that you think? What you saying that you think Dan Quinn?
I think he sabotaged
blown assignments and called bad defenses, or what you saying?
I just think he just didn't care. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. That's the only way I can look at that game.
Okay,
we playing soft zone. You never did this all season. You choose the playoff game to do this soft zone,
right?
But we playing man all season. I'm like, something ain't right, man.
Yeah, I give it to you. I give you that one. Yeah.
Then you going down to Commanders, and you trying to take all our coaches there with you. You know what I'm saying?
I give you that. So they're gonna fix the defense here. It's gonna look it's
gonna be better.
Way more better.
It's gonna be more physical.
And if he comes back if Dak comes back and play this year, there's no more excuses for him. What I would do if Dak comes back, it's probably gonna come back. I would just get Trey Lance ready for that second role to play, and put third, release Cooper, and I would bring in another play him at third, emergency quarterback. But I want to see what Trey Lance can do, and what I mean by that is if Dak, look, I don't have time to keep playing around with you. Okay, look, the defense is ready to go. We're ready to make a playoff, strong push. Trey Lance is gonna get some snaps in here. We're gonna run a different offense. We're gonna run this play action game. We're gonna run a different formations that you can't run, and then what you can't run, we're gonna run with Trey Lance because we need to fool the defense. Because you can't fool. This is the thing about it is Kansas City fooled the defense. The Niners fooled the defense. Dallas, if you back there in that shotgun the whole time, you're not fooling the defense. We're going to get you a running back. We're going to get you another receiver. Can you fool the defense? Can you come up with some plays? Can you throw those bread basket plays? Down the stretch, if in the week 9, if Dak is with us, week 9, week 10 against these hard teams, if you can't get there, if you can't do nothing, put Trey Lance in and see what he got. And if he ain't working right, then put Dak in there. Put somebody in there that can get us there. Because us playing around, because we need to go forward with somebody that's not afraid. They're going to grab their cojones. You heard me? Cojones during the playoff game and say, this is my team. I'm putting you on my back. And we're going to go ahead winning with a good running back. We're going to go ahead winning with a good defense. And with CeeDee Lamb and the other pieces that we got around here. No more excuses for him. This is over, bro. All the excuses is gone. I mean, I love you, but time to move on.
I just want the Dallas Cowboys, you don't have to extend Dak. You don't.
Why you say that?
But I don't want them to. They don't have to, right?
Okay.
But I still want them to draft a quarterback.
Okay.
Whether in the
I'm cool
first
with them drafting. I believe you do need to draft. I always need to draft a quarterback.
I want that too.
But,
I always got to draft a quarterback. Even if you got him, you got to draft.
But I think as Cowboy fans, we got to slow down.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be, we're going to see Trey Lance if they don't trade him in free agency or the draft. Yeah. We're going to see
I think it's going to be kind of hard for them to trade him now.
We're going to see him in minicamp. We're going to see him, in the preseason. But I don't want, Trey Lance to have 250 yards, 2 touchdowns on, 2 out of 4 drives. And everyone's like, oh, my God. No, that doesn't show me nothing. I want to see, I want Trey Lance to play well. Right. But I want him to play so well that Dak Prescott is doesn't pull that crap at Packers because he knows he could possibly get benched.
Right.
That's what I want. I wanted that for Tony Romo too.
Right.
Because Tony Romo, Matt Castles, you're gonna look, Brad Johnson, you're gonna look over your shoulder for that. Kyle Orton, you're gonna look over your gonna look over your shoulder for that. I need them to. Okay, I got Trey Lance behind you, Dak, and I got this rookie behind you who we drafted in the first, second, or third round.
That's right.
And so I need that. That's maybe that helps Dak, or maybe that crumbles Dak. I don't know. But I need them to invest in this position.
Right.
When Romo went down, they Brandon Whedon, Kellen Moore,
Right.
Matt Castle. You know why? Because they never invested in that position.
Right.
If Dak Prescott goes down again, we got Trey Lance there, and boom, who else we got there?
A rookie quarterback. We need to draft it. One. We got
So-
nobody now.
We need some assurance, but we need someone that's going to light a fire under Prescott's ass.
Right.
And that's not Dak Prescott's fault. That's the organization's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Because
I was
we
shocked-
haven't held
I
his
was
feet to the
shocked
fire
that,
in a long time.
I was,
He
yeah,
can
I was
just-
shouting. I was
He can
like,
do
hey,
what he
can
wants.
do it.
We had just think if he would have played decent like Mahomes the last 3 playoff games against the Niners and won at least one of those playoff games, he did well against Tampa Bay, but when it came against stiff competition, he folded. And we just were stuck right there in the first and second round. You're going into year 4, hopefully get to the playoffs again. The same again. We get bumped the first and the second round off the same thing. He's not running the ball when it's time to run the ball and bounce. The middle of the field is open. He's forcing those interceptions. He's throwing in the 3-man coverages. We have seen this time and time again. I mean, I like him, but he's not right for the Cowboys at that point in time. When we need something new, we need to say, okay, well, damn, we need to make a change. I mean, everybody's moved on to figure out how to get there. Kansas City figure out how to get there. All these guys, Green Bay figuring out how to get there. Minnesota's going to be figuring how to get there. Get the playoffs. All these other teams say, how do we get there? We have to figure out where do we go? And that's all I'm saying. So, I like him, but he's not right for us. So I hope he wants to make a change.
What were we going to say, Coles?
I was just saying, yeah, I agree. I was on that train of, putting a little, a little fire under him this year. That's why I was happy about the Trey Lance. I didn't like that we gave up a 4th round pick for him, but I was happy about at least them bringing somebody in. Maybe that could be like, hey, okay now, and that's why they did it. They did it to light a little fire in him. And if we being kind of real, I mean, his performance was good, but yeah, in the playoffs, that's when we wait on playoffs. And I believe even if the offense was playing good, man, the way the defense was playing, we still would have probably lost that game.
What? But the first 4
couldn't
drives,
stop
bro,
them.
time of possession was so flipped. I don't know because if the offense is scoring points, that's going to motivate those soft idiots to want to play better.
Yeah.
But they had nothing to play for because it was 3 and out, interception, 3 and out, pick 6. By the time you looked up, it was 27-0. Who?
At half, yep.
What can you do with that? And I get it. That's not all on Dak. That's the offense playing like crap. But what defense is going to be like, hey, we're still in this. Let's go risk injury. Let's go risk me getting paid for another team because we got 16 free agents and I'm one of them. Like 27-0, you're basically fucking beat. You know what I'm saying? Because of just when Dak threw that pick 6, there was a shift in that defense. There was a shift in that stadium, and there was a shift in demeanor. That was the dagger, I think, when Dak hit that pick 6. Because it was done.
Pick 6 was bad. You're giving up points on defense. If you did,
What happened?
we was already giving up points on defense. So yeah, giving up points on offense makes it 10 times as worse.
Dak taking that sack. Maybe if Dak didn't take that sack, he threw the ball away, we go kick a field goal, and then it's like 3-17. Maybe that motivates somebody.
Oh,
But I don't think the offense put a good enough drive together. I don't think the offense put enough drives together to help the defense out in the first half. I just don't. And I'm saying the offense. I ain't saying just Dak. I'm saying the offense. But I really feel like the morale just got killed when that pick six happened. But that's all we got tonight on Talking Crazy. Coles, let them know where they can find you, brother.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, you can follow me on Cole's Cowboys on YouTube and Twitter. Appreciate
Coles
it, man.
Cowboys.
We'll follow you, Cole.
Appreciate
follow
it, man.
them. Get them up there. OG, where can they find you at?
FeenandJP at .com. No, FeenandJP. YouTube.com. Yeah.
Okay, I got you, man.
FeenandJP on YouTube.
Mike Mosh.
You guys know me, Cowboys Mosh, and I got all the other channels: Cowboys Nation Syndicate, CNS, Cowboys World Order, CWO. But Cowboys Mosh. Was a little, hey, you guys got on fire there, so I just sat back and let y'all talk.
The OG of OGs, Cowboys Corner, right here on YouTube. Official Cowboys Corner. _ Cowboys Corner on Twitter. If you're sensitive, my Twitter is not for you. All right, I'm very bipolar on there. So
I just want to say this before you go, before we cash you.
Yeah.
Look, see, I respect everybody here on the panel. You know, I like to hear you guys. I like to hear your output. You know, if we can't talk about, we're gonna agree to disagree. We can't talk about how we feel and what's coming. You know, and feel each other's energy, because I respect each other's decision. I expect each other, everybody wants and what we need. And us coming together as a family organization. We're not. I'm not committed to any player on this team. But what I do, I want this team to grow, and we know that the Joneses is going to be the ace hole that they have been for the last 20-something years. And we have to fight them. We have to fight the team. And us coming together, talking our frustrations out is a good thing. That's why I'm glad we got this YouTube thing going. And I think all of our opinions matters, you know. So I may seem a little harsh at sometimes about a certain player, but I respect this decision. I respect you guys as entertainers, and I'm liking it. So us coming together, talking every week, and every time we have a chance to talk is a good thing, because we're just voicing our opinions. Don't mean they're gonna do any of the things that we're saying. We're just telling them what that we see that may help to get past this. Because if we still figuring out a ways how to not get past our mistakes, then we're gonna still be stuck in those mistakes. So us just talking and understanding what's going on, you know, but there could be a lot of things that behind the scenes that we don't know about contracts. I think us, for real though, us just talking and getting our feelings out there. You know, I respect everybody's decision. I respect you guys. You know, I'm glad you guys came on. Hopefully we can continue to talk to each other, understand, because us just talking about it and each other's feelings and know how each other feel is a good thing. So, hey, you know, love and peace to everybody. I'm glad you guys voicing your opinion tonight. I love everybody.
Oh, good close out there. Hashtag Acehole, by the way. Hashtag Acehole. All right. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.